Hey everyone, it's Riley. Thanks for coming back to my first year on T. This week we're talking about coming out. I came out as trans about 1 year ago, and I came out to my family and friends. I was abroad in Australia when I came out, so I just did it by calling them or sending them a message, like a text message, just depending on who it was. I had talked a lot to my family and close friends about questioning my gender in the past, so I can't say my coming out process with them was all too shocking. It has been difficult with some people, but again, it wasn't like I just threw something random on them because I was identifying as non-binary for about 4 years prior to coming out as a trans man. And I've been dressing this way and I've had short hair since I think 2011 or 10, so 7 or 8 years now. I made a big mistake and I applied for a job before I had changed my name, just socially changed my name. And when I started that job, I didn't really explain to my job that I was a trans man. I just said, hey, I'm going by Riley now, but I didn't realize that at the time when I picked Riley that can also be a girl name. So without even thinking, they just started calling me she, and over time it was upsetting, but I didn't do anything about it. And yeah, it was a bad situation because I kept wanting to say something, but then I would chicken out every time that I went to say something. And once someone starts calling you one thing over and over, it's hard to correct them. Where if I would have just said something from the get-go, I think it would have been easier. But I only stayed at that job for about 3 months anyway because I was abroad, so I wasn't going to stay a long time anyway, and I also really didn't like that job. When I came back to the US and I got a job in Kansas, which is where I am now, I made sure to say something from the very beginning. And this was kind of a unique situation because I'm working at a school that I worked at before. So when I went to fill out the application, I put Riley as my name. But I had listed that I had worked there before. But there was like a section for comments, and I just said I've previously worked here under this name. The principal just called me and hired me back right on the spot, and she didn't even say anything about the name change. She was saying he automatically, like she already knew. She was so on it. But I went ahead when we were on the phone and I just said something. I said, hey, you may have noticed I've changed my name. These are my new pronouns. And I was just really open with her because I said, if there's going to be any issue, I want to know now so I can know to seek other employment. And I've had problems in the past with it, so I just want everything to be squared away. I've only been at my new job for about 2 weeks, and everyone is doing pretty well with it. A lot of the people are the same. I work at a school, so it's a high school. There's a lot of teachers, and I'm just working as a para, which is kind of like a teacher aide. So there's quite a few paras as well, and most people who are there were there when I was working there before. And everyone's kind of gotten it. There's a few people who haven't, and I probably need to say something to them. I haven't at this time because I'm still kind of new, but everyone's doing pretty well. Even the kids are doing really good. I kind of thought they would question it because my voice is still quite high, and I think that's the thing that gives me away the most, but none of them have said anything, none of them have cared. It was kind of shocking because I didn't know if I should tell the principal of the school that I'm starting testosterone. I didn't really feel like she needed to know, but I also thought working in a high school and showing up one day like with facial hair might just be a little bit strange, or if my voice is changing, like I don't want I don't know, I don't want people to like ask questions, or I mean, I'm fine if they ask questions, but I don't want them to be confused and talk behind my back. So I debated if I should tell her, and I met with the teacher that I work with beforehand. I had worked with her before, so we were already friends. And I told her that I was starting testosterone and just asked her advice if I should tell other people. She said no, she doesn't think it's really important. So I didn't. And within my first week, I was eating my lunch at my desk in the classroom, and a student came in and he said, could I talk to Mr. Long? And I was kind of like, you know, why does the student want to talk to me? Like, I'm just an aide. Usually I'm not too important. But he was like, hey, I wanted to interview you for a school project about starting testosterone because I'm trans, and it would be kind of cool, like, for you to be a role model for me. And I was really excited because I definitely want to help trans students, but I was also very confused because I thought, how does this kid know that I'm on testosterone? And I did feel a bit violated because that's kind of my personal business, and I'm fine with being open, but I also know how high schoolers can be, and they can be really harsh. And I don't know, it was just a little bit surprising that he knew, but I guess word travels fast, and if you share anything, it kind of just, I don't know, spreads around, and I'm fine with it because it's positive in the end. But I don't think he just guessed, because I'm only like, what am I, 2.5 weeks, no, 3 weeks, 3 weeks on T today, and I haven't had any noticeable changes, so I don't think you could guess from the outside. Talking about coming out to other people, I did tell some people more things than others. I did come out to them in different ways. I think I told my family more than I may have told my friends, because a lot of my friends know quite a bit about being trans, so I didn't feel like I had to fill them in as much. When I was thinking I was going to start testosterone, I did tell my family, and I did tell a few close friends, and then after I started, I think I posted something on Facebook about it, and I'm very cool, I'm fine with being open, but some people had more questions, like even one of my brothers didn't even know, I mean, I shouldn't say didn't even know, I always forget that people don't know about these things that aren't in the community, but he didn't know what the effects of testosterone were, so I kind of gave him a bit of a rundown on that. I did come out to some people in person. Like I said, I was abroad, but obviously I came out to my partner in person, and I mean, she knew basically from the get-go. We met before I changed my name, but I had told her, I think in like the third date, that I was planning to change my name, so that wasn't any big shock. And I told a few friends I had over there in person, but mostly just over the phone and by text message, because that was really my only choice. I think that coming out is a really big thing, and there's not going to be one right way to do it, but people have to know when they're ready and what the best way is for them. I think it's especially hard at work, and I know a lot of people who struggle with that, and they have to decide if they want to tell people face to face, if they want to send an email or call people up, whatever it is, say it at a staff meeting. I think that's where you're most vulnerable, because you could get fired. I definitely plan to be out in the workplace, and I hope even as I transition, I'll continue to want to be that way, but I can't really know right now how I'll feel about that. Okay, I'm gonna stop because this is a lot longer than I planned to talk, but thank you so much for watching, and you may have noticed that we have lost a few guys on this channel, but we have a few more coming on, and I'm really excited about them. So make sure to check out their videos, give them some likes, share their videos, and keep coming back to watch this channel. It's going to keep growing and we're going to keep changing. So I'll see y'all next week. Bye.